Yo, walk on. This your boy, Jeton, Legendary. Now you're probably wondering, Jada, why you want a half-naked orc in the middle of the ground? That's because I have a guide for you today. Listen, folks, I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, share with your people, join the Legendary clan, support the channel, become legendary. The most important thing to twinking a character, believe it or not, is not your gear, but freezing your level. Let me show you how to do that, just in case you don't know how. For Alliance, you're gonna want to come up to Stormwind Keep. Behind Varian's chair is the war room. When you enter the war room and make a quick right, you'll see this guy right here, Bastin. Okay, I wish to start gaining experience, or in your case, no longer gain experience. For Horde, you're going to want to pull up to the Valley of Honor, this big green hut. It'll be the first building you see once you enter, right? And you're going to make a right, you're going to make a left. Right here is going to be slats. Same thing, but just 10 gold. And I'm out here trying to do this video. This buster had the nerve to try to kill me. I gotta kill him. You know what I'm saying? Get that weapon off you, brother. Let me get that weapon off you, brother. My brother. Let me get that weapon off you. A lot of dodge, these little death knights, don't they be? Hey, where you going? Where you going? Filth. Whenever in your life. Alrighty, folks, now that you know how to freeze your level, gear is the next most important thing. We have many options, as you can see, in terms of gear, but starting off always first is the headpiece. Now we have three options here. You got your typical Eviscerator's face mask, but if you want something with just a bit more power, then you want to go ahead and get your hands on the hood of the Furtive Assassin. This will give you far more AP than the Eviscerator's mask, which to me at this level will be a little bit more important. But that's the low option. That's if you don't feel like going for the best of the best. And we already know, goggles. You cannot beat the goggles. It's a 200 item level, equal to that of a level 80 heroic. Okay, this is going to be your absolute best piece, best power output, best stamina, best agility, best critical strike. Those are what you want. Those are what you'll always want, nothing more, nothing less. But if you don't feel like going for that, then I would definitely say Hood of the Assassin. Good AP come from, you can get good AP off that. Next up, we got the neck piece. There's only one neck piece that matters. Every other neck piece is whack, and that's this. Forgotten Necklace of the Bandit. You get this through doing the fishing dailies, or you could get it off the auction house. Best agility, best stamina, and best AP out of anything else. It probably, well, not probably, it will most likely be very expensive depending on your server. But hey, that's what twinking's all about. You know, you need the best of the best. Next up, we got shoulders. We have three options here. For shoulders, we have Eviscerate's shoulder pads. We have Ceremonial Pyre Mantle, which is your best AP output. And then we have the exact same, but from Sons of Hodir. Now, the reason why I went with the Sons of Hodir as well as these shoulders, even though they're pretty much the exact same thing, is because the drop rate on these are very low. So it really depends on which one you want to go for. You want to go for the running the dungeon over and over, hoping you get them, which is probably going to be some fair gold, or do you want to get your Sons of Hodir level? Really depends on you. Me personally, more than likely the dungeon is going to be the slightly faster option. But you can get some other knickknacks if you ever so decide to take that character beyond level 79. So there's that too. Or if you want that good defensive PvP option, then the Eviscerate shoulders will definitely be pretty dang cheap. Just snatch them right out the auction house. But y'all know me, man. I'm a power fiend, baby. Next up, we got Cloak. We got two options for the Cloak. Embrace of the Sorrow, which will be your best AP output. Or you could go with the Centrifuge Core Cloak, which has a little bit more agility. Get that haste instead of hit. I know me, power fiend, baby. Next up, we got the chest pieces. Okay, you got the Drake Rider's tunic, which is your best AP output. And we have Eviscerator's chest guard, which is your good defense, you know, resilience and all that. For the tunic, I'll show you what gems you'll be putting in those later. For anything that has a gem slot, I will be showing you those, of course. Y'all know me, man. I'm always gonna say a power fiend, boy. Get that out of here. These are backwards. Why are these backwards? This one's supposed to be first. There we go. Next up, we got wrist. Okay, you got your King's Square bracers. Best AP output. And we have Eviscerator's Bindings. As you can see, 76 AP, 26 crit, 27 crit, 39, 33. This is 39, 38. One less crit, a lot less AP. So, like I said, it really depends on what you want. You know, you want that power or do you want that defense? For me, we're going to be fighting a lot of people who are most likely going to be under-geared, of course. And if you do so happen to fight other Twinks, at the end of the day, you are a rogue. And, you know, if you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. You can easily hold somebody down and crush them in flat times. You know what I mean? Next up, we got hands, but that really depends on you. If you're more of a defensive type of player, then I'd definitely say go with the eviscerate stuff. That's why I got both eviscerate and random options. We got the sidestepping hand guards, and we have eviscerate's gauntlets. Okay, your power option, your defense option. That's pretty much what level 79 Twink is. You choosing whether you want power, offense, or defense. Because there's not very many items you need at this level. Which makes it much easier. Because you don't have to do too much grinding, per se. You really could just go to the auction house and grab a crap ton of eviscerate until you get all these extra pieces that you might want. For belt, we have lay, whelp hide, belt. And for your other option, we got the eviscerator's waist guard. Now you do get that 75 stamina and that 50 extra resilience. So the eviscerator's set is nothing to sleep on, that's for sure. It's a very amazing defense set and it will allow you to last long. The issue you're probably going to face with the gear that I'm choosing now, though you will have a lot of power, you will have 0 resilience. So you're gonna take a little bit more damage than most. But after all, you know, if you're doing the BG hero route, you're probably not gonna have to worry about that very often, any dang ways. I mean, most people are gonna be thoroughly under-geared in comparison to me. We got leggings of the visceral strikes. This can be bought out of the auction house. And we have eviscerator's leggings. Okay. Most people you're going to be fighting is just trying to level up through PvP, which is not always the best option at that level, but hey, everybody level how they want to level. We got boots, drum scale foot pads, which could be bought out of the auction house. And we have eviscerator's treads. The eviscerator stuff is usually pretty cheap though. Like I said, you can't get your hands on that stuff until you can get your hands on the other stuff if that's what you wish to do. If not, the eviscerator set is typically cheap on most servers. For rings, we have Ring of the Scarlet Shadows. That's your best power output option. We have Lost Ring of the Bandit. This can also be gotten from the fishing dailies if you get your hands on the blue item box. That's luck of the draw though, but it can also be bought out of the auction house. Probably going to be very expensive as well as the neck piece. If you want something a little bit more defensive and easier to get, you can always go with the Savage Titanium Ring, which can also be bought out of the auction house, typically fairly cheap, depending on the server, of course. If you're on a large server, it's typically cheap. For trinkets, we have Choo Choo's Tiny Box of Horrors, which can be gotten out of a quest out of Ice Crown for both Horde and Alliance. And we have Physics Pocket Watch, which can be obtained by both Horde and Alliance out of Ice Crown as well. If you want something a little more different, you can go with the Frenzy Heart Insignia of Fury. These can be stacked, and their procs and stack as well. Okay, but you do got to get that exalted. Or you could go with the Oracles and get this one instead, which to me is not as important because you know, you're a rogue. Your energy is going to rebuild faster than any of these other characters here. Mana, Rage, or Runic Power. You know, so. And plus that's something that happens after the fight. This is also something that happens after the fight. So me personally, I prefer these two. Because this, you know, has a chance of proccing at any moment. This you can proc on your own go. You know, build a freaking proc macro. So these two, in my opinion, are far better options because they happen when one happens at any moment and the other one happens when you want it to happen. versus these two happen after the fight. If you're in the middle of a fight and it's going down, these two ain't going to give you much boost outside of the crit and haste that they give. Also, keep in mind, if you do decide to go with these, if you switch over to the oracles, you lose the ability to use this and or this, depending on who you switch to. So make sure whichever one you want is the one you want, so you don't have to waste your time farming two different joints. Yeah. So, next up we got weapons. If you plan on using daggers, I'm gonna say the life blade of however you say that name. At 180 speed, 29 agility, 24 stamina, a little bit of hit, and some good AP for your offhand. Ritualistic, a fame, good agility, no stamina, good haste, good AP. If you're going sword spec, you're gonna want your Miron's blade. Okay, good stats, 29 agility, 30 stamina, 19 crit, 60 AP. For your offhand, meat hooks slicer. Same DPS output, 29 agility, 24 stamina, armor pin, and 60 AP as well. Of course, y'all know me, I'm swordsman all day, as you just saw earlier in the video. And for your sidearms, you're gonna want to get your hands on the stolen Varicol harpoon. This is by far the best overall stats and everything, and allows you, if you like using deadly throw a lot, this will be your champion here, because not only does it have the best stats, best DPS as well, and it's a throwing weapon. You can make use of deadly throw, especially if you're playing a spec where you do not have the option to shadow step, combat, or assassin. So regardless, this is going to be your best. If you don't feel like grinding Frenzy Heart Tribe, then you can just go with the hardened Varicol throwing axe. Stats aren't quite as good, but still pretty good. 33 stamina, 42 AP, and 21 hit. If you don't really care for deadly throw, if you are subtlety and you don't use deadly throw very much because of shadow step, you could get your hands on either one of these guns. But if you do, you're gonna want stolen Varicol harpoon all the way, because even if you're not gonna be using deadly throw, it just has the best stats. But you do gotta grind out for it just a bit, you know what I'm saying, just a bit. Now we need knick-knack paddywhacks. That is your enchantments and all the extra little side pieces you're gonna be using, and then we'll get to glyphs and spec. Alrighty, for knick-knack paddywhacks, you gotta make your way back to the TBC world, okay? And that is so you can get your hands on Arcanum of Ferocity, giving you 34 AP and 16 hit to the head. Or if you don't feel like going back, although you kind of should, because it gives you a real nice bird mount once you get exalted. Real cool bird mount. But if you don't feel like doing all that, then you just get your hands on a heavy Marine armor kit for that good 18 big stamina. Alright. Me personally, like I said, we rogues out here, baby. It's all about the power. Okay. Next up, for your gloves. Gloves? That ain't no glove. I got confused by the freaking hand. For your shoulders, you're going to want to go back to the outdoor, get that exalted up, or you could just go with a heavy Marine armor kit, 30 AP and 10 crit though. So a whole lot better. I just try to put it on the gloves again because of the glove emblem. Next up, for the cloak, we got 22 agility. Okay. Good AP, good crit, and a tiny bit of armor if you just care about that. Next up, for the chest piece, we got powerful stats. There are some more defensive stuff you could put on your... What is happening to my voice? There's some more defensive stuff you can put on your chest piece if you want, and whatnot, and all the gloves and, stamina. Like I said, though, for me personally as a rogue, I would prefer to just kill stuff as fast as possible, especially because majority people are not going to have the means to escape from you very fast enough, especially if you're playing subtlety, where you have the beauty of shadow step. The chances of people really getting that much distance on you is pretty slim. For gloves, we got Crusher at big 44 AP. We are nearing 3,000 attack power, which is absolutely absurd at level 79. For your belt, you want that Eternal Belt Buckle for more gem slots, boy. For your legs, we got Nerubian leg armor, 55 AP, 15 crit. Okay. Come on, man. And then for your boots, you want that greater assault with that 32 AP. And now for your weapons, depending on what spec you're running. If you're going dagger spec, you could go with executioner and berserking. These are going to be very expensive enchantments, but hey, after all, you're trying to twink a character, so you better know what you're getting into. If you don't want to, you could go with greater potency, which gives you like 50 AP. That'll be far cheaper. You could go with that until you can get your hands on berserker or executioner. If you're going with a dagger spec, you're probably going to want that armor penetration. Let those daggers really pierce through. If you don't care about that and you just want overwhelming power, then berserking all the way. And as for knickknacks and gem slots, for gems, you're going to want those bright cardinal rubies. Those are 40 AP. Okay. If you don't, you could go with the agility joints. Those give you 20 agility apiece. I forgot to get some, so they're not in my bags. We shall be right back, folks. Okay, so like I was saying, if you want armor penetration for a dagger build, fractured cardinal ruby is what you're going to want. Delicate cardinal if you want more AP and crit. But if you like me and you're just a straight power fiend, you're going to want 40 AP from them bright cardinal rubies. You're going to need 5 total. That's your headpiece. Okay, slap that right there. We don't give a crap about socket recommendations. That's your chest piece. Okay, and that is your ring. Okay, and then your belt. Boom, bam, putting us at a 3,300 AP, which is absurd. Okay, that is as much as a level 70 in a full set. I mean a full set of tier, what is it, tier 6 Sunwell stuff. And that has far more gem slots. You got like fucking 13 gems, 13, 15, 16 gem slots with that. And that's raiding stuff. You got that at this level, and then because the weapons being more higher end, you get more top end damage versus anything that's coming out of Sunwell. Plus, don't forget, if you're playing an orc like I'm playing right now, you got 432 from the trinket, and you got 280 from Blood Fury. No, let me see. 318 from Blood Fury. And then your trinket. Come on, man. It's disgusting. You should be topping out at about 4,200. What's this one given again? Oh, that's crit. So yeah, about 4,200, I'm thinking. If I'm not mistaken, you know what I mean? And that is busted. Like I said, that is equal to that of a rogue in a full set of Furious Gladiator. Okay? That is quite nice. That's a 238 item level right there. Okay, our item level is not that high. I'm not sure what it is. I'm guessing like 199, maybe 200, maybe. Probably not. But anyways, knickknacks for poisons. Poisons really comes down to your choice. Me personally, I've gone back to using wound poisoning. I used to use wound poison a lot back in Cataclysm. I kind of stopped during MOP and went to instant poison for the slightly higher damage, but then I completely forgot. I just realized those are teeth on my dang shoulders. I've never paid that attention. Of all the years that I've been using these and seeing these shoulders, I just realized those are teeth. They shiny. But anyways, you know what I mean? I've gone back to using wound poisoning for that 50% reduction in heals. You know what I'm saying? The damage in instant poison isn't high enough for how good it is to reduce somebody's heal ability by 50%. But you could go with deadly poison, instant poison. It really depends on what you like to use. Me personally, I've gone back to wound. So, really your decision on that one. Flask of Endless Rage for that big 180 attack power. Okay, that's massive. You're gonna need that. That's gonna bring you probably up to 4,000 without, closer to 4,000 without the procs. For your good food, you're gonna want Delaran clam chowder because this is easy to get and you don't have to be a cook yourself. If you do want to be a cook yourself, then you're going to want the fish feast. If I'm not mistaken, that gives you more AP. This character's not a cook though, so for the easier route, if you don't want to go all the way to cooking, then just get some clam chowder. You can buy this out the auction house. You probably got some guild mates who got them. Shoot, I got a few of them just because Torment gave them to me, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Really do your decision. And then you're gonna want some regular food. This is gonna be the food you're gonna eat to recover. For me, you already know that's Graku's mincemeat fruitcake. Nothing beats that. For your extra potion, this will be a part of your power macro. Okay, you're gonna want potion of the speed. 500 haste is nothing to play around with. Okay, that is absurd levels of haste. For your regular potions, you're gonna want healing potion just in case moments get dire. It happens, you know what I'm saying? Just because you're 79 Twink don't mean somebody can't pull up and still murk you. You know what I mean? I was level 76 when I was laying down level 79 Twinks. So, there's always that one person. There's always that one person. Some Cobalt Frag Bombs if you just want. You don't need them, but they'll give you a little extra defense. You know, moments where somebody might be pulling a heal off. Let's say Kick ain't ready to go, or you're fighting a Death Knight or a Warrior who's doing way too much damage, or a Rogue who's doing way too much damage. You know what I'm saying? The Frag Bombs would help stun that person just real quick. You know what I mean? Let the fight reset just a little bit. And then, of course, some Scrolls of Agility, because more power. Okay? More power, more crit. Now, for glyphs, it really comes, or glyphs, it really comes down to what you want to use. Like I said, we are running a swords spec, so although I never understood why people call it swords, because with this spec, you can really use whatever heavy one hand you want. It could be a mace, could be an axe, it doesn't matter. I guess it just sounded the best, because I always realized that since vanilla, like, this is not a sword spec technically, because you're not using combat swords, you're just using heavier weapons and subtlety instead of daggers. So boom, there you go. Scroll down a bit. Got that there. Now, most people, obviously, you're going to want to go with Shadow Dance if you're running the ambush spec. For me, since I'm not running ambush spec, to me, I don't really need Shadow Dance. As y'all seen in a lot of my newer videos, I haven't had Shadow Dance down. It kind of adds, is very useful if you're playing ambush spec, because then you'll get to use ambush again. But for me, because I still play very old school, and I like to goof around with people before I'll be playing with my peoples. Y'all see it in the videos. I be blinding people and taking weapons. I'm like, let me get that off you, sir. I don't let people do anything. So for me, Shadow Dance isn't 100% important. But if you're playing ambush spec, you're gonna definitely want that Shadow Dance. And then we scroll over to combat. We got nothing here. And assassin. We're using Remorseless because at this level you're gonna be killing people so dang fast. This could be useful. If you don't want that, take that out. Go with Shadow Dance. Maybe add a little bit to improve poison so your poisons will hit more often. And lethality, ruthlessness, vigor for a little bit more energy and whatnot. And boom, there you go. Now for glyphs here, it really depends on what you want. You got 2 and 3. Okay, you got 2 majors. You got 3 minors. So for the majors, you gotta really think about what you want. For me personally, when I'm playing subtlety swords, I like to have my glyphs just a little bit more aggressive. So for me, I always go with ghostly strike and hemorrhage. I get 40% increased damage and 40% increased damage on my ghostly strike. Even though the cooldown goes a little higher, it's only 30 seconds, so it's all good. So for me, that's what I typically go with: hemorrhage and ghostly strike for more damage. Okay. Way more damage too. If you want though, if you're running combat for that kill spree, you could go with Sinister Strike and Killing Spree. For assassin, you could be using Eviscerate and Venom. There's a whole bunch of options. And for your side pieces, I always use Vanish, because the way I vanish away from people, you gotta have that speed. A lot of people will vanish and they'll go the same direction. The reason why I use this is because I get boosted speed, which means I can turn my course much faster. That has saved me a million times. In the early days of when I first started PvPing, I would vanish, run in the same direction. A mage would put Blizzard down, or a warrior would, demoralize and shout and pull me back out of stealth. That is the improper way to do it. When you vanish, go a specific direction and immediately turn your course, right? That's what I do, right? So let's say the person I'm fighting is here. I'm like, oh shoot, he's about to kill me. I vanish out. Most people will continue to run one direction, and that's how you get caught. See, but what I do, you know what I mean, and what many people do, the reason why you want that extra 30 speed is you run one direction and you immediately turn back. That fool, it's happened a million times. I done seen it a million times. People will still be jumping this way, especially if it's a warrior, hitting all his shouts while I'm standing way back here. Or you'll see a mage hit Blizzard and they'll be over there while I'm way back here. You gotta turn that course, and nothing helps better than having an extra 30% speed so you're not reduced at all. You're now moving at normal run speed, which makes it lovely. Safe fall is a good one if you're doing a lot of Wrathy, but other than that, it's probably not that important. Blurred speed as well, but you know, it really depends on what you want. Distract is a good one because you could catch people from further away, especially if you found a target that you want to take out right then and there. That extra 5 yards would be very useful. So for this one, it really depends. Me personally, with all the freaking shamans, I've had safe fall is always the best bet. Shamans could put you in predicaments that can change the entirety of the fight just off that one ability, blasting you back. If you're at the edge of lumber mill or the edge of anywhere tall, if you're out in the open world, that crap can send you flying and completely turn the tides of that battle, or completely kill you and give them free honor if you fall too far. So boom, these are the options that I've always used, the things I've always ran, and I think it'll help you out big time. That being said, folks, that is everything in terms of gear, everything you will need. All this little extra stuff, if you ain't go for that and you went for my exact set, then you're good to go. If you went with Eviscerate, then you got more defense. Okay. That being said, yeah, let's get to the PvP, shall we? Alrighty, folks, here we are. It is time to get down. If you didn't watch the guide part of the video, we are running a full power set. As you can see, we got 4600 AP at level 79. That is absolutely busted. It's absurd. It's unfair. Hey, that's what we're here for. So now that you're getting to see the ability of the full AP output, some of these buffs ain't gonna last though. As we get far away from whoever these are. I think Shaman. But as you can see, 5000 AP is absolutely absurd at this level. So sometimes you'll see a lot of rogues at this level running around with more of a defensive set. You'll see 79s with like 20,000 AP. That's cool, but I would rather crush people. At the end of the day, you're playing a rogue, and to me, the defense is alright. But if you have more than enough attack power to absolutely slaughter somebody in like fucking 10 seconds, I mean, think about it. I've posted a million videos of me doing PvP at level 70 on a level 76. Undergeared level 76 killing level 79 Twinks. You could only imagine what a 79 Twink is going to do to other 79 Twinks. If a 76 rogue can kill 79 Twinks in pretty precedented times, a level 79 is going to lay waste to another level 79 at ease. So boom, there we go, more equalized AP. 3600, we're slightly below that of a Furious Gladiator wearing rogue. Now the thing with that is, that's with no procs though, you feel me? Wait till we hit these procs. I'm gonna keep this open on the side here. You know what I mean? So boom. The defense set is cool. But if a level 70, like I said, if a level 76 is killing off level 79s, a level 79 is gonna slaughter another level 79. You feel me? As you can see, his health is simply falling, is it not? That boy dead as right, man, and there's nothing he could do. After a whole lot of resisting. That was weird. I've never seen so much resisting. Ma'am, can you stop here real quick? Now check this out. Alright, wait till we go back stealth. Little Death Knight. What are you, a warrior? I don't know what this fool is, but she about to die. Look at that, 4400. 4400. Let me get that weapon off you, man. Big 4400. You don't need a whole lot more than Thunderclap, miss. Okay? Oh, she feared me. Look at the raw damage, dude. Now, the thing I did say is you will be taking a lot more damage if you decide not to go with the Eviscerate set. But as long as you don't get hit, like I'm just standing there on purpose, trying to like show y'all. But if you don't get hit, you're good. You are good. Trust and believe that. Like I said, if a level 76 can kill 79s, a 79 is definitely gonna kill a 79. Need less of these people to be grouped up like this though. Cause you know, we ain't got AoE like that. Who is this? The warrior again? Alright, so let me show you one more time for the peoples in the back who didn't get to see. You know what I mean? Because they were sitting a little too far back. My stun didn't work. Why are they resisting so much? A lot of resisting going on. Oh, you know what? I just realized I upped the crap out of the amount of people on my server, so the lag is vicious right now. Oh, let me see how many people I got on my server. Yeah, if it's 844 Horde, then that means it's about 900 something alliance. So I got like almost 2,000 people on here. So yeah, we lagging quite a bit. My bad, folks. I forgot to reduce it. I was testing something and I never brought it back down. So the lag is pretty vicious right now. I'm like, why are they resisting so much? They're not resisting. I'm just really lagging. The server as a whole is lagging. Coming this way? Alright, let me get this flag thing. Okay, never mind. Get that flag then. Open that back up so y'all can see that one more time. One more time. For the people in the back who didn't get to see it. What the fuck? Crap is absurd, and this is what we were dealing with when I was level 76, you know. And the thing is, though, you have to try so much harder. That's why I'm like, I need to hurry up and get to level 80. These dudes ain't even trying. They just doing what they do. I'm the one over here trying with my heart and soul to get kills. Oh, they probably just chilling in the back like it's just another day. I'm over here trying. Wow. 2 WotLKs. Man, got jumped with it by 2 WotLKs. That's crazy. On the level 75. Stop moving! Oh man, I just spit everywhere. Holy, I'm gonna have to clean my screen off after this. Yeah, I'm lagging something vicious. Things are coming out a whole lot slower. There she go. Things are coming out a whole lot slower than normal. Oh shoot. Back up. Next. My blind ain't working. My blind ain't working. My blind ain't working. I have to do more than that, man. Oh, you just flared me? I'm gonna stun you then, buster. Get that frost trap. How'd that frost trap hit me from that far? I'm lagging so much. He hit that twice. What kind of crap is that? Fuck out of here. How you do that twice, man? Hey. That bull crap twice, dude. Oh, my health. I can't go out like that, man. Oh, I went out like that. God dog it. The lag is vicious, but you see the power. You see the power. We killing one after one after one. We still at 54. What buffs did I lose? My clam chowder and my what's the name? My agility. So, it's pretty dang busted stuff. It's pretty busted stuff. It really is. Though, like I said, with the power build, you do have to be careful. Because that was one thing I noticed. There were some twinks who would hit stupid hard, but they didn't take very much damage. Those were a lot of the twinks I was able to sneak up on and catch lacking. The twinks who were like full-on resilience gear, those ones were a lot harder to fight. I had to really like put the hard work in to kill those people. But at the same time, they didn't hit quite as hard. The few times I did get in battles with power build twinks, those ones you gotta... It depends on what you're doing. If you have cooldowns, you should, depending on how well you can play your character, of course, you should be good against some power twinks. I'm not gonna say all, but some. You know, at the end of the day, you are fighting somebody who's higher level than you and has way better gear. Ooh, is that a bunch? I was about to say, is that a bunch of alliance going London? I'm about to be gone. It really depends on how well you can play your character, though, because at the end of the day, a twink is a twink, and it, you know, it ain't no simple fucking. I'm gonna look at me kill this level 79 twink. Like I said, I was sweating, putting my heart and soul in it to fight them dang level 79s. Going back to the Cataclysm days when I used to play fucking 8 hours a day just to kill level 79s. That's like unfortunately one BG y'all didn't get to see because it ended so fast and so horribly. I didn't even really get to record much of nothing. I got in this absolutely incredible fight with a level 79 twink rogue. I was so close to killing her, y'all. So fucking close. But the problem is, like I said, at the end of the day, I had to try a whole lot harder than she did. She put a dang bleed on me and it killed me. I didn't know she put a bleed on me. I had a potion I could have used, but I genuinely did not realize she put a bleed on me. And that's what killed me. I got her down to like 2,000 health. She was right there from death, yo. Right the fuck there. And my mistake, not realizing what she did, got me killed. Somebody pull up, man. Somebody pull up, man. Get one of you. Okay, a lot more people came back than I thought would. I'm good, though. I'm straight, though. I don't know about him. He might not be. I'll take that. I don't know about him, though. Oh, shoot, I forgot to keep the joint open so you can see the full scope of the AP. And that's without Berserker procs. If Berserker procs at the same time, too, it's over. It's over. It's over, man. Now, if you wanted to, though, you could play a kill spree spec and fucking kill multiple people in one go. Like, you ever getting jumped? And pop, what's the name? And hit kill spree. Just watch, like, 3 people fall over. It's beautiful. It really is. I'm telling you. But you do gotta put the work in, because it ain't no easy task getting the character this much gear. I'm lagging like crap. I'm hitting stuff and nothing's happening. Now my blind ain't working either. It's all good though. He said, ah! Don't you dare rob me, Thorn. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I had to put my heart and soul into killing some of them level 79s. Especially the hunters, because they got so much more armor than the rogues. The hunters were tough ones. Boy, there's a lot going on right now. I want this warrior. Think he balling, but he not. I'm the ball. You know what I mean? I say I'm the ball. What? I was trying to say I'm the one balling. Who fuck putting poisons on me and crap, dude? I say poisons, curses on me and stuff. Just intimidate and shout me. God here, man. That crap was drastically harder to do than killing any of the Twink rogues and Twink clothies. Because the clothies, they got the lowest amount of armor. The thing you got to deal with the mage is the mobility and how much they can reduce your mobility. With the rogues, it was trying not to give them the opportunity to stun you. Because once they stun you, obviously, it's fucking over. It's over and done, boy. And then with hunters, it was trying to keep them close to you at all times. You know, same thing with the mage, that high mobility and that ability to reduce your mobility. And then with any plate where I didn't even try to kill any plate where I would wait till somebody else would damage them, then I would come in and sneak the kill. You're not killing no dang plate Twink as an under-geared level 76. You gotta have some extraterrestrial skill. And I can easily sit here and admit I definitely ain't got that. I ain't built like that. I'm gonna keep it a hundo with you. Sitting here fucking trying to kill a level 79 Twink warrior with 25,000 health doing the same damage as a level 80. Man. Fucking busted Death Knights. I'm like, man, I'll sneak him when his health get low and hit that kill spree. Because with kill spree, anything beyond 15,000 health and or too much armor, good luck. You know, good luck. That's the best I could give you. What the fuck was that? Is the throwing weapon an entire spear? I mean, it is called a harpoon. I didn't think it would actually be a harpoon, though. So when you use deadly throw, oh, it's deadly, alright. Ain't no hatchet to the face. It's a spear to the face. That's gonna do a whole lot more damage. But anyways, that was good fun. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a level 79 Twink before. It took a lot of research to pull this one off. Yeah, I mean, y'all know me. I got to do the most research before I send y'all a Twink guide. Because last time I did send a Twink guide with little research, it was horrible. That was level 69 Twink way back, like 2-3 years ago. That video came out bad. Some of the items was the same from the same quest. I'm like, all right, I got to redo this. Took a while to redo it, but I finally redid it, and it was a whole lot better. But anyways, it has been your boy, Jeton Legendary. Hey. You plan on making a level 79 Twink? It is good fun. And you can kill level 80s. That's to me, that's the biggest fun of it. A lot of people like to kill the low levels. Me personally, I go after the level 80s, dude. Hit up some winter grasp and start snatching up some level 80s. They be mad as fuck. I can't believe I just died to a level 79. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you did. You know what I mean? But anyways, it has been your boy, Jeton Legendary. If you enjoyed this video, that's good. I would advise switching to the Eviscerate set if you're going to do that. Because with this gear, they're going to clobber you. Way too much damage. Unless you can hold them down long enough and they don't have a trinket or anything. Eviscerate will make you a little bit more defensive. However, you will lose a lot of AP. Other than that, though, unless you got the skills, then stick with the AP set by a mile. I'm out.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification button. Oh, I already said that. I'm out.
Actually, hold on before we bounce from here. So here's a good example, right? We have ourselves a level 80 mage in full wrathful, right? Let me show you an example of some of the damage you would get, although killing a level 80 mage in a full set of wrathful is extremely unlikely. Just for the simple fact that that man knows exactly what the fuck he's doing, right? As you can see, that damage just falls. Okay? That damage, it puts in the work. Only problem is, right, let's say that man is like, what the fuck? I know this low level ain't just pull up on me like this. Boom, 6 grand, bop, 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 bop. You know what I mean? You dead as fuck. That's all it took. You know what I mean? I ain't even popped nothing for real. So, there is that. But as you can see, you very much so have the possibility. If you really know what you're doing, you can easily kill a level 80 as a level 79 twink. You especially with this much power, with this much AP, you got it in the bag. You know what I mean? Pull up on a level 80, smack them, let them know who boss.